Alright, now that I got the virtual player set up, we can go ahead and take a look on how to add a program to the Firewall app. Right, so basically you can either do it through the Windows settings features or the control panel. We're going to take a look at the control panel, which I prefer. Okay, so we're in here and we could change the settings if we wanted to. We're not going to. We're going to allow another app. And you can pretty much going to browse. This is where the app would show up in here once we browse and find it, or you can actually find it going through the path name if you knew the path name. But we're going to hit browse, and basically it's going to open up in the System32 file, right? And we're going to look for the ping program. It's down here in the System32. There's a lot of programs in here, but I know the ping program pretty well, so I'm just going to, it's one of the more simpler ones. There it is. All right, it's showing up as TCP/IP ping command, and we're going to add. And as we can see, the TCP/IP command is there. It's allowing inbound and outbound traffic. We can add it to the public network if we wanted to, or the private. Right now we're in a public. I'm not sure I didn't set it up this way, but I guess it's in the public setting right now. I didn't set the VM that way, but oh well. So it's saying that the public is connected and the private network is not connected. So I'll look at that later. So that's how you add a program to the firewall. Now that we know how to add an application to Windows Firewall, there are also a couple other settings that you want to look at. Change notification settings and turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off. No matter which one you click on these two, it's going to take you to the same window. And at these windows, there's basically four things that you can do. You can either turn on the Windows Firewall, or you can turn off the Windows Firewall. You can either block all incoming connections, including those in the list of allowed apps. Basically everything in your list that you have there that we just looked at in the previous menu for all your applications, you can block all incoming traffic. So you can go outbound, but it will block everything that's coming inbound. So applications will stop to work, will start not working for you, basically. Down here, notify me when Windows Defender Firewall blocks a new app. You can turn that off because that can freak out some people. And if you're working in a large network, you don't want to be called to someone's desk over menial stuff. So you can turn that off. So that's basically all the things that you can do in here. It's not much, but it does have some powerful, there are some powerful things that you can do in here. As you see, there's change notification settings to turn on Defender Firewall. You would actually have to go inside each network and either make those adjustments there. So they kind of moved it that way. It kind of makes sense to do it that way. But if you look at the control panel, you can actually look at the status, overall status between the both of them, so you can figure out, what you want to do here. It's whatever you prefer. The only other thing here we want to look at is advanced settings. You can do it here. You can do it on the control panel. Here I'll ask you for permission again. Basically, this is the more granular level of configuring your firewall. We're going to get that into after we go into the PowerShell and command line interface. This will be next after that, because we're talking about protocol suites. You can actually go into a protocol suite and say, I want to use this for the inbound rule, but I don't want to use those. I just want to use this one protocol. You can also do that with ports. You can say, I want to use this port for this reason, but I don't want to use this port. So you can do it for inbound rules and outbound rules. So it's a little bit more in depth. I don't want to go into that right now, but we will very soon. The only other thing I want to show you real quick before we go to the next part of the lecture is right here. Basically, this is telling you these little icons here. If you ever see these little icons anywhere, you have to have administrative privileges in order to do them. That's why when we were over here, it was asking us permission. This here automatically knows, and it lets you do it. So that's the only difference. So stay tuned to part 4, and we'll actually learn how to configure the firewall through the command line. All right.